Hello and welcome to Cycling Through Life. I'm Thad and I appreciate you guys joining me today. Man, it is Christmas Eve. It's rare conditions, very little wind. It is 65 degrees. The sun is out. The house is quiet. So I just had to take the opportunity to get out for a ride before all the holiday festivities. And I enjoy you guys joining me today. I appreciate it. I just kind of came through town and I'm starting to hit the first part of the rural roads. I hope to ride about 40 miles a day, maybe 2 hours. Um, but I hope you enjoy some of the scenery. I'm trying to decide, do I just record more me riding without talking? Put it to some music? Is that boring? Um, so put some comments below if you want to see more scenery, and or are you going to turn it off as soon as I'm done talking, or maybe while I'm talking if I'm saying something stupid. I said earlier there's not any wind, but there's a slight breeze. You can maybe hear the wind. It seems like it's picking up as I turn here. It's on my left shoulder coming across the road. Just to give you an idea of the speed. I'm currently doing 23 miles an hour. Now up to 24. Still trying to warm up, catch my breath, get going at a pretty good little pace. For those of you that haven't watched all the videos or any of them, that beeping noise is a Garmin rear light that I have on the back of my bike. It's flashing red. As a car comes into sight, it picks it up on my computer. It starts changing. Come on around. It starts changing the flash sequence to let the driver know, hey, I see you, hopefully. And with it being Christmas Eve, it seems to be really busy today. Now 26 miles an hour as I'm still trying to get warmed up. But the radar starts beeping when people are behind me. It'll show me actually on my computer how many people are behind me, how close they are. And it'll start beeping like crazy if they're coming fast. Like, hey, warning, this car is coming up on you really fast. So, as I've mentioned before, it gives me such a peace of mind. It helps me get out of the way of other people. I don't want to be in your way. I just want to enjoy my ride and enjoy a day like today. Yeah, the wind is definitely picking up, it feels like, as the day starts to awake. Oh yeah, this isn't going to be fun in a little bit when I turn into the wind. But I wanted to share with you guys kind of what happened the last time I was riding. I didn't have my camera on, and I was on a rural road much like this. White line over here, yellow line here. Nobody really on the road. I've seen more people today than I did that day. But I didn't have my camera on, and I should have, because I was trucking along and here comes a pickup truck right at me. Look, thank you. Across the yellow line, heading straight for me. And I probably knew there's no way he's hearing me, but I started yelling to get his attention because I could see he was staring at his phone. Luckily, just as I was about to have to make a decision to bail into the ditch and save my life and probably have some bad road rash, it was better than dying and him destroying me. But luckily, he stopped looking at his phone and swerved back into his lane at the very last second. And it made me just want to talk about today the long history of cars versus bikes on the road. I've been through a lot. I've been hit twice by a car. One running a stop sign, the other one just passing so close. Luckily it wasn't bad. His side mirror clipped my arm, and luckily he had a collapsible mirror, so it just kind of wobbled my front wheel, took me off the road, but I didn't go down. I was able to save it. Not so much with the guy that ran the stop sign the other time. But I've had cups of water thrown on me. I've had bottles thrown at me. I even had chicken wings thrown at me one time. This guy, I guess, decided he was done with his lunch and chucked his chicken wings out the window at me. Or I should say his bones. So, needless to say, it takes a lot to rattle me. Just being on the bike for 25 years and having cars brush up beside you multiple times. But the other day it rattled me. Maybe because it has been a while. I mean, I know I had in my second video that old lady that came up next to me with the elf legs hanging out the trunk that didn't get over at all, came real close, but it's been a while since I've had a pretty scary encounter, so it did rattle me a little bit and just made me want to talk about it today of man versus machine. Man is never going to win. If you're a cyclist, you're not going to win the battle against the car. It's that whole bug versus windshield thing. We are the bug, and we're in their way, and we have to do everything we can to not piss them off and not be in their way. That's why I love the light that I have. Hopefully you've noticed in other videos, once it goes off, I'm over here. I'm over as far as I can go, trying to get out of their way. I'm trying to motion them by if it's clear. On a windy road like this, if they're a little ways back and they can't see, and I got a clear path, I'm gonna motion them. Like, hey, you're good, like right here. You're good, come on around if somebody was back there. as much goodwill as I can spread, the better, not only hopefully for myself, but other cyclists in the area, which there are a good number that I see riding around. Middle Tennessee is a big cycling community. We have beautiful roads like this. But unfortunately, all cyclists aren't conscious or aware of traffic around them. And I know they're riding in the middle of the road in a group. Some of them block traffic. Some of them don't obey traffic laws. Let's get some speed right here. "35 miles an hour, pretty steady effort, 380 watts. If you're a cyclist, you know the effort that may take. Still 380 and 32 as the road starts to tick up. And I'm still warming up and that hurt, so I'll slow down. This is where, if I was still training and racing, I'd have to keep going. But now I'm an old, tired man, and I'm like, okay, that was fun. I need to rest. But that's the part I love about riding a bike, the speed you can get, the challenge of pushing yourself. If I wasn't in the middle of talking to you guys, I would have maybe tried to extend it all the way to the end of the road. So going back to the cyclist in the road, the law is, and this is both for drivers and cyclists that don't know, you can ride two abreast. No more. That doesn't mean you have to. If I'm riding with a buddy and they're to my right, and I'm out here and I hear a car behind me, I'm going to tell them car back. I'm going to slow down and pull in behind them and get single file so the car can go around, hopefully. There's no need for me to stay out in the middle of the road. That's only going to piss them off. I don't know if you can smell those cows, but good gosh. Woo, they stink. The beauty of riding in the country. Now I'm going to run this stop sign because nobody is even in miles of me. But normally I would stop. But the other thing you'll hear, or we'll hear as cyclists, get on the sidewalk. Well, one, as you can see, there's very few sidewalks around. And two, it is actually illegal for a bike to be on the sidewalk. Because the sidewalks are made for people, not bikes, not scooters. And it can be dangerous if I'm doing 20 miles an hour down the sidewalk and I have a group of people or even one person walking towards me or behind or in front of me. So we're not supposed to be on sidewalks. We're made for the road, but we're not made for the middle of the road. The other thing in Tennessee, there's a 3-foot rule or a 3-foot law. They passed it several years ago. When a car passes a cyclist, it is supposed to give us 3 feet of clearance to our left. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody knows about that law unless you're a cyclist, which does you no good. For car drivers, man, just put the phone down. I don't care if it's a cyclist or another car or a kid in the street. You are endangering lives around you because you're looking at your phone and not the road in front of you. I would guess the percentage of people that pass me on the main roads around where I live on my way out of town, because it's high traffic, people are going slow. I bet between 80 and 90% of the people are on their phone. Because I can pass them because they're doing like 5 or 10 miles an hour in bumper to bumper traffic. And I'm going down the shoulder. And they're all looking at their phone. It's crazy. I mean, what is so important that you got to look at your phone while you're driving, unless you're trying to figure out where the hospital is, because you got to get there in an emergency. I mean, it's crazy to me. In the close calls that I usually have, if I'm over here, I hear a car coming, I'm somewhat ready for them to come by me. Every once in a while, they'll get close. It'll still kind of make me shake or rattle a little bit, rattle my cage. I'll look through their rear view windshield and their head is down, looking at their phone. They never saw me, even though I got a flashing red light. Here's my tree tunnel that I absolutely love. I wish it was flat though. We're going uphill about 5% right now. If they're not looking down, they're looking up with the phone in their hand, thinking they can see the road, but actually they're staring at their screen. And man, it's just not worth it. Because if you hit a cyclist, more than likely you're going to jail for a very long time, especially if that cyclist is killed. So stop looking at your phone when you drive, please, for everybody. For cyclists, don't agitate drivers. Don't flip them off. Which I've had buddies that I'm riding with flip them off. That driver gets pissed, slams on their brakes. We even had one guy jump out of his car with a silver baton in his hand, ready to whip some butt. It's not going to go well because we don't have weapons other than the bike that we can maybe defend ourselves with. I don't have a weapon. I've thought about carrying a gun while I ride, but knowing my luck, it'd go off in my back pocket. Anyway. I'm definitely warmed up now. So, Um, Another rule that a lot of drivers aren't aware of: if a cyclist comes to a red light and there is no traffic around, by law, a cyclist can treat that red light like a stop sign, because our goal is not to impede traffic. Now, I hardly ever run a red light because there's just so much traffic where I live. I just don't. I have opportunities at times, but it's just not worth it. I just have to wait till a car comes up behind me, because our red lights in town are weight sensitive and triggered, where when a car pulls up, it triggers them to start the sequence. And some would say I am, but I don't think I am heavy enough to set the light off. Then you go from a tree tunnel to this open road, the wind coming across the road from the left, now doing 26 miles an hour. Man, it's days like today when the weather's warm, I don't have a bunch of clothes on, just a jersey and some shorts. It's not scalding hot. Summer temps, now 27 miles an hour, feeling good, ready for Christmas. Let's go. So, I guess the point of all this is to educate non-cyclists, if they're watching this. I don't know if they would be, but on some of the rules and things that we do to get out of your way. For the cyclists watching this, do everything you can to be cordial to drivers. I mean, outside of politics, I don't think you can get a hotter argument started than cars versus bikes on the road. But if we can do everything possible to calm it down on our end, hopefully one day people will begin to accept us on the road. And just know we're out here for our own enjoyment, to be active, try to live healthy lifestyles. As I've mentioned, this is for me to save my heart, maintain my weight, if not lose it, so I can be around to see my kids grow, hopefully grandkids in the future. And I want to be active and healthy enough to enjoy them when it comes time. I'm not out here to disturb anybody else. People ask me, why don't you run? It's safer. I just simply hate running. Plus, you can't see some of the beautiful country that I get to see on the bike running. I mean, I can see maybe 5 miles or whatever you run, but today I'm going to see 40 miles of beautiful countryside. I've already got 15 in. Just like that it goes. You can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. So, anyway, I hope you enjoy some of the scenery today. The sun's kind of in and out of clouds, but one time I won't cross the yellow line so I don't Getting in that mess. It's the beauty of riding these roads. There's hardly anybody. I don't think I've had maybe one car pass me on my side of the road. But I hope everybody has a great Christmas. Or if you're watching this later, had a great Christmas. If you're a cyclist, I hope you got out and enjoyed your area, your town, your city, wherever you're living. Got some good miles in. And as Tommy Rivas says, he's a long distance elite athlete. His motto is, when he's on the bike, don't get dead. So that's number one goal for hopefully every cyclist, is to get home safe, don't get dead, and just enjoy your ride. So again, I appreciate you guys. Give the video a like for Christmas. That'd be a great Christmas present. Comment about anything you want me to talk about in the future. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Y'all get home safe now.